Hello guys, Axe here once again, and I just want to give a little bit disclaimer for my suggestion to Microsoft. I did this before the new news came out at May 13th, 2014. Yeah, I did this before that, May 10th if you're curious, or I mean May 12th, excuse me. So basically the notes is that Microsoft is making a lot of those movie apps or the apps themselves free even if you don't have gold. So such as Netflix, Hulu, Twitch, Machinima, etc. I think most of them are. Even if you don't have gold, you can now use them. For free to play game, I think they're still working on that. If you want to know the news about it, link's gonna be in the description box about this new update. So again, for making apps free, even if you don't have gold, it is confirmed by Microsoft that any movie apps, I guess, yeah, movie apps. I think that's mostly it. Is free now, even without gold. So again, Hulu, Netflix, Dailymotion, Crackle. So now it's free now, even if you're a silver member. But the catch is you have to wait until June when the new update comes. As for free to play game, I think there's still gold, so we'll see what happens. And also, I said about making Kinectless Xbox One SKU. Well, same deal. Starting in June for $400, you can buy a Xbox One without a Kinect. And starting this fall, September, you can buy a Kinect One or a Kinect for the Xbox One by itself. And people are assuming it's going to be $100. Kind of makes sense. So that's a good thing. As for a price drop for the one with the Kinect, they mentioned that they're not going to do a price drop. It will stay as $500, which is gonna, for me personally, just unfortunate. But at least they're going in the right direction because again, the majority of people don't want to buy Xbox One with a Kinect. They want to make it competitive against Sony. So now you got Xbox One and PlayStation 4 for $400. And again, the Xbox Kinect for the Xbox One, you can buy it later on for $100 starting this September. Alright, so those are my disclaimer. So with that, here's my suggestion for Microsoft. Thanks for listening. Hello guys, Axe here once again. And this time, for this pre-E3 2014 special, I'll be talking about Microsoft in general. Xbox 360 and Xbox One. However, note, I don't intend to get an Xbox One, and I will in the long run not even. I don't intend to buy one or plan, cause I really don't feel like having multiple consoles. I tried that, except it's kind. I rather prefer to have all my games in one console, build up my trophies. That's why. That's why, like I said, I am more side with Sony than Microsoft. But with that said, I still feel that especially for people who bought Xbox One and they're an Xbox supporter, I'm gonna give my contribution at least and give my suggestion. Excuse me, my suggestion to Microsoft on how they can improve the Xbox One and the Xbox 360. So here we go. First things first, Xbox 360. Make your console last. Don't pull what Nintendo always does when their console. The minute the new console comes out, you just end the old console, which is, I think, in my opinion, is stupid. Nintendo's been doing that ever since the N64 era. That the minute the new consoles appear, they shut down with a snap of a finger the old console really fast. That's stupid because people still support it, and it tells you that, oh, we're not supporting it anymore because we don't believe it'll last long, which is, it shows patheticness. And that's why, to some extent, I have a lot of respect for Sony because when the PS2 came, PS1 lasted for 10 years, and when the PS3 came, the PS2 lasted for 12 years and more. People were still buying, PS2 game even when the PS3 is out. And I have a feeling they will be gonna do this again with the PS4, with the PS3. Even when the PS4 is out, they're still gonna support PS3 because they know how to do it. They know how to deal with it. So Sony, keep it up. So Microsoft, support 360 even if you have the Xbox One. Don't snap your finger and say, "Oh, we're done." I don't know what happened with the Xbox One. If people still supported the Xbox One when the 360 came, I think from what I heard from Review Tech USA that Microsoft said, "Oh, we're done with the Xbox, the original Xbox, because the 360 is out." So this one, I know there's a lot of new management shift and new leadership. So hopefully, make the Xbox 360 last long. And how do you do that? Well, here's another easy one. Make Gold Live online account free. One of the best things with the PS3 and the PS Vita is you can play online for free. Even Nintendo, you can play online for free. Xbox, not only I'm paying for the cable or the internet provider, I gotta pay $60 for live. That's a ripoff. That's unfortunate. That's a ripoff. But I know the reason behind it is you get better online. I can understand that, but I think that's a little bit too much, and I guess some people had no choice but to accept it. Really, it kind of saddens me, but at least try to make it free if you know. But if not, heck, make it cheaper, between $40 to $50. $60 I think was too much. I mean, it used to be $50, but then they have to hike it up because of, I guess they need to pay their internet provider, their servers, whatever. It's really just unfortunate. And speaking of gold ripoff to some extent, my next one is make the apps and free to play game free for silver. This is really ridiculous. I'm sorry. And to some extent, this sounds like almost a potential false advertisement, false marketing. However, it's not, because if it was, people who were basically complaining to the BBB or the Better Business Bureau and the FTC, they already done it by now, but they didn't, because again, because to some extent, gold is a premium. And some of this program, they can put it in under Microsoft. Oh, the apps and the free to play are premium. Yeah, they are free if you are a gold. But to some extent, it is sort of ridiculous. I mean, Sony's not doing it. Nintendo's not doing it. And look what's happening. They favored those consoles more when using the app. For Xbox, it's ridiculous. So if you want to browse the net, watch Twitch TV, GameSpot, IGN, Game Trailer, and just to watch TV, I gotta pay gold for it. It's sort of ridiculous. I do understand. Hopefully, they should consider it to be free with silver. I mean, it sounds like a ripoff, but I know they're not, and especially for free to play game. Oh, it's free to play. Oh, one catch. It's only free to play if you're a gold subscriber. That's weird. So free to play, but I have to pay at least $8 per month. That's how much I think gold per month is to play for free. It's not free if you have to pay. Kind of weird, but hopefully Microsoft fixes in the long run, especially with your Xbox One, because they just sad. That's why I can't support this. This is ridiculous. And just like the PS4, make the Xbox 360 and the Xbox One backward compatible 100%. Yes, is the 360 backward compatible? Yes, up to 70% of the games. It's a little tricky how they did it. It's basically they have to give the okay to make it backwards compatible, able to play Xbox games to the 360. And some of the games I want to play, I can't even play. Like one of them is SNK vs. Capcom Chaos for the Xbox. It's not compatible for the 360. It's not even a list. And some of the games are even not 100% backwards compatible, but that's okay. If it's playable, that's fine. And I know, again, there's a reason why. Same goes with Sony. Why backwards compatible was removed is because to cut costs, do it an emulation or some sort of software program rather than doing it in a hardware style, which will probably rise up the cost. And look what happened to the PS3. They did it, and then they had no choice. They had to cut costs. That's why the PS4 didn't have backwards compatible because they didn't want to. Because realistically, then you gotta pay more. Like I said, make it an optional, put an add-on or PlayStation Now. So same goes with Microsoft Xbox One. I don't know, maybe emulation again. Try with emulation or make an add-on peripheral. Then more people will be enticed to buy your Xbox One. Again, just whatever it can, at least to play your older game because they feel more comfortable investing their old stuff. I can still play it. That's why I'm not even buying a PS4 right now because I got a lot of games for PS3, and I don't want to put them in the shelf. I want to play them. I still want to play it because I paid a lot of money about it. I paid a lot of money. Excuse me. So again, back to compatibility 100%. Hopefully, we'll see it on E3 2014. And for this one, it's going to be for the majority of people, not including me. Believe it or not, and I know it's probably going to offend a lot of people, and I'm going to apologize in advance out of respect, is that I like the Kinect too. I like it with the Kinect, including the Kinect, because I like playing the Kinect. So if I ever do buy an Xbox, which I probably intend not to, I like the Kinect to be there. I like playing Kinect games. It's fun for me. I talked to some people who said they wanted the Kinect. I know the majority of people they don't because it's useless for them. So that suggestion is, and I know they're probably going to do it in 2015. That's why a lot of people hypothesize about it, is make a Kinect-less SKU for the masses. Make a SKU for the Xbox One without the Kinect so you can basically drop the cost. Because people just don't want to pay $500 with a Kinect. And here's the deal. Make it $400, the same price as the PS4. And then if people decide to have the Kinect in the long run, sell it separately, but $100. Or heck, you want to be greedy yourself? What the heck did I just say? Anyway, if you want to make more money, then sell the Kinect to $150, just like you did the original Kinect. Make $100 out of it since it only cost $50. From what I heard, it cost $50 for the material and $20 just to build it. So, again, it's up to you, Microsoft, but make a Kinect-less SKU for the masses. And with the Kinect one, figure out a way to drop it to at least $450. Because again, price drop, they really don't like the $500 price tag. It's ridiculous. I mean, heck, people would even buy it. Some people bought it with the Titanfall, but that didn't really help them because most people favoring PS4. So for the Kinect one, drop it with $50, so you're not losing a lot of money. You get better value, and also, speaking of value, bundle it with a packing game. Key essential. PS4 should do it. Hopefully, we do hear some sort of bundle by E3 2014 for Sony. So Microsoft, you gotta do the same thing. Bundle it with a free game. You did it with Titanfall. Too bad. I don't like first-person shooter, so I don't care about Titanfall. But if it was Killer Instinct, yes, Killer Instinct, the free-to-play. If you put in the premium $40 worth for Killer Instinct, heck, even put in the classic Killer Instinct, I would consider buying an Xbox One just for that. The Kinect for $450 with Killer Instinct. I would consider it. Think about it, Microsoft. Think about it. So, again, bundle with a packing game. Always people will willing to spend more because they feel like they have a better value. The next one is, yes, Xbox One data controller, but where the heck is the number pad? What the heck? There's no numbers. Make a controller with a number. That's just weird without numbers. It's not a Roku controller. It looks like a Roku controller. For goodness sake, I don't know. But I heard people said it's still good and it is usable. So I'm not quote unquote bashing on the Xbox One remote control, but I just wish he put a number pad in it. That's just me personally. And this one is gonna be just like PlayStation Home. If people don't know, for a while, Microsoft created a special, I guess, program. Excuse me. All right, sorry, but I thought I heard something called the Microsoft Game Room. And if you don't know what it is, it's a virtual mall arcade, and you basically design it with your Xbox avatar. And the whole point is you buy old classic arcade games from Konami, Atari, ColecoVision, and some other. I can't remember. The apps is free, but in order to buy the game, you have to use real money to buy the arcade. And heck, you get even free props to build your arcade space. And of course, just like home, it's like that's your home. You're trying to make it look nice so you can invite your friends. And of course, it has achievements. I mean, heck, if you see some of my intro for the Megamix game showcase, I use the game room as one of my intros. So, but making an improvement, make it better, instead of just moving around like in arcade space, maybe trying to make it to a PlayStation Home style. Again, just me. And hopefully free arcade game. Like I'll start an arcade game and then you can play it and then get achievement with it. I mean, it was interesting, but the problem why people didn't really support it because it was a ripoff. Excuse me. To some extent, it was a ripoff because arcades were too expensive. It was very expensive. It's like I think it was $4 for one of those Atari games, and I think it should be $2 at least. Atari in HD. But again, you gotta make a profit out of it. But it is unfortunate. I think it was a good idea, poorly executed. So hopefully they'll consider bringing back the game room, make it like a PlayStation Home, and also bring it to the Xbox One. Because some of those people who bought the Xbox One, they might be retro gamer. They love playing the old games. Why not? So again, the game room, interesting. Hopefully they'll consider improving it in the long run. Maybe not. Again, it's just my suggestion. I never said they should do it, but you never know. They might do it. They might not. I don't know. Well, those are my suggestions for Microsoft. So hopefully we'll see what happens in E3, which is it starts in the week of June 9th. And if you guys also didn't know that the conference already been settled, they're done. Microsoft is going to start their live conference at 9 in the morning. Then Sony comes in at 6 p.m. in the same day. And then on June 10th, it's Nintendo's virtual digital event. Excuse me, I know I'm kind of salty. At 9 a.m. because they're not going to do a live conference. But they are going to do some other things, so we'll see what happens. So, with that, that's it for now. I'll see you guys later. Bye.